How's it going, everybody? This is Rob of Novakast back with another video. This time I'm actually doing a review of the 2019 live-action CGI rendition of Lion King. Now, I'm going to say this, out of like the classic animated films, Lion King, obviously one of my favorites. It's probably one of the best films that Walt Disney has ever made and animated. And the entire time, I will say this, the entire time I was wanting to go see the movie, I was just like, please don't suck, please don't suck, please don't suck, please don't suck. But to my surprise, it didn't. And I actually really enjoyed this. This is going to probably be the second film, live action film, that was based off one of the animated films that I actually liked. The first one was The Jungle Book. With Bill Murray, and obviously my only one gripe with that one film was Christopher Walken's in-movie rendition of I Want to Be Like You. But I will say it didn't go off without a hitch, okay? There's a few things that I have issue with. I will say two things in particular. In certain parts, I would say that the acting kind of feels, I would say like not interested, or, let me put this in perspective. I mean, James Earl Jones, I mean, obviously he played Mufasa for the original film. For this particular one, his acting is like very, like, tired. It sounds like he's very tired. Like the first interaction with Scar, when they first introduce him for this film, it doesn't have as much impact as it did when it comes to Mufasa's dialogue. And I will say another issue I had was, and as you guys know, I love the music for some of these films, and this may come as, or it doesn't come to a shock to anybody, but one of my favorite songs from this movie, obviously, was Be Prepared. They fucked it up. They fucked up my favorite song. They really did. I did not like this version's rendition of Be Prepared. In fact, I'm not going to have the same reaction as Jafar for Aladdin, but oh my gosh, this guy, it seems like he tries to act like Jeremy Irons, but doesn't have the same impact as he did. Again, it just feels subdued in a sense. That's just me anyway, but I will say, with a lot of the other characters, the music, for the rest of the music, like especially the new renditions of like the classic songs, really good. I mean, it paid close attention to, I guess stay close anyway to the originals, which I really loved. I loved the singing portions of this. I will say that there were moments where there should have just been dialogue, but for some reason they had to add music to it. Like, again, back to the whole Jafar, the first interaction with Scar and Mufasa. They added musical cues in that portion, which I thought it would have had more impact if they would have like kind of had no music. It was just their dialogue. That would have been really great. And the movie itself, no joke, is kind of is almost a shot by shot of the original, which it was actually really cool. And I gotta say, it's props to like the animation, like CGI, like with the with real animals or so on. It looks amazing. It really does. Though I as embarrassing as it as it for me to say this, I almost felt like I was watching one of those really bad, like, Air Buddies films, or the ones, the movies where they have the dogs talk. I kind of felt like that sometimes, but you know what? I didn't care because I thought it was a really good movie for the most part. Since this is like trying to stay close to, in a sense, like a live action, they couldn't do some of the stuff like Mufasa's face, like fully being into the clouds. They used that. I will say that kind of, and I should have said this. Spoilers, okay? They use this really cool thing with like thunder clouds, and as the thunder strikes, you see what looks like Mufasa's face in the clouds. It was really cool that they were trying to kind of change it up for this version of the film. Oh, and they messed around with the luau portion, or live bait scene, for those who know what I'm talking about. I love that they kind of made a nod to Beauty and the Beast. Be our guest for this version, which was, it was hilarious. It really was. And I will say that in recent films with Seth Green, I have not been a fan of his acting for just animated characters for some reason. But I thought he was great as Pumbaa. So, final thoughts. I love the film. It has its drawbacks, but you know what? It was an alright film. I enjoyed it. And it kind of brought me back my childhood, and there were moments where, obvious moments where I felt like I was going to tear up, because it has its sad moments, and it kind of, again, it just brings back my childhood. So, with this film, I'm going to go ahead and give it a, oh gosh, this is hard. Do I want to give it a, you know what? I'm going to try to be fair, because like I said, it has a few of its drawbacks. I'm going to give this film a 8 out of 10. It's not perfect, but you know what? It's good. I love this film. It was a really fun film to watch. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. This is Rob of Novakast signing off. Have a good one, and take care.